Namaste. Welcome to your yoga practice. Today we're going to be doing a quick 30-minute class that's meant to help increase your energy and your vitality. So in yoga, we use this word prana to talk about energy, but it can mean lots of different things. Prana sometimes means breath or life force, vitality, and essentially prana is just the energy that keeps you going. So today we're going to be working through breathing, postures, and mudras or hand gestures that will all work to help stimulate your prana. So this would be a really great practice to do in the middle of the day when you're feeling that maybe 2 p.m. slump, or maybe first thing in the morning if you need to get up and go. You won't need any props for this practice. I'm sitting up on a yoga block right now. We are going to do a bit of seated breathing in just a moment, so if you'd like to grab a block to take a seat on, that would be great. Alrighty, so whenever you're ready, let's get started. We'll meet together in child's pose, please. So let's take your knees out as wide as your mat. Draw your big toes together as you lengthen your arms up overhead and come to rest your forehead down on the floor. You can close the eyes here if it feels okay for you. And we're just going to start by taking a few rounds of deep breath here. So take a moment to allow your hips to settle down onto your heels. Maybe crawl your fingertips forward just a bit. Feel your side body lengthen. And take a few deep breaths. Breathing in fully through your nose. Exhaling out through an open mouth. Take a few more breaths just like that. Beginning to let go of some of that stale, stagnant energy in your body here. Take one more breath here. Deep inhale through the nose. And out through the mouth. Good. Now I want you to stay in your child's pose, but just close your lips and come back to your breath. Here we're going to take our first breathing exercise together. And we call it balanced breathing. And it's really easy. For balanced breathing, all I want you to do is count to 5 as you inhale and count to 5 as you exhale. So we'll take a neutral breath here. We'll go together for a few rounds. Deep inhale and just let that go. And then we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going on your own here. Counting to 5 for each inhale and each exhale. Continue at your own pace here. We're going to take 5 more rounds of this breath. And I'll call you back. Maybe take 2 more rounds here. And And after you finish the second round, just allow your breath to come back to neutral. You can let go of your counting. And just take a moment to notice. Use your next inhale to gently lift your chin, look forward towards your fingertips, press into your palms. And then exhale, slowly walk your hands back in towards you. Come to a seat on your heels. So that balanced breathing is just a way for us to get some oxygen into the body. So often we don't take very full deep breaths. So that's a really simple practice you can do even at your desk. Breathing in for 5 and out for 5, just to oxygenate the blood in your body. So we're going to take one more breathing exercise here together. If you want to come and take a seat on your block or on the floor, come into a position where you can sit up really tall and use the strength in your spine. So with this breathing exercise, we are going to emphasize our exhales. This is going to be a little bit more of an active breath than what we just did. It's called Kapalabhati. So I'll explain and demonstrate it once for you, and then we'll go through it together. So for Kapalabhati, you take a full deep breath in, and then you take really short bursts of exhales while you pull your belly button back towards your spine. So it's going to sound like this. Yeah. So we're going to try to do 3 rounds of 10 here. You can go as slow as you need to. Once you hit that 10th breath, I want you to let all of your air out, and then we're going to take a neutral breath and reset. Yeah. Don't worry if this is totally new or maybe feels a little bit weird to you. I'll be here with you the entire time. Okay. So let's just take a natural breath to get started. Relax your hands down onto your lap. Take a big breath in and let it go. Good, big inhale, and begin. Let that 10th breath go. Breathe in and out. Good, again, breathe in. Sharp exhales. Good, take a breath. Let it go. Last one here, big inhale. Sharp out. Good, now just come to a natural breath. Take a moment to notice. Kapalabhati usually creates a bit of a stronger reaction in the body than maybe our balanced breathing does. So just take a moment, notice how your body's feeling. If that felt really, really weird and odd to you, it's okay. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to, but if that's a practice you enjoy, then you can practice and work to lengthen your exhales and work to go faster, actually. So just something to try. So now we'll come down off of our seat now that we've done a little bit of breathing. Let's get into some movements. Yeah, thank you all for doing your pranayama with me today. So let's start on hands and knees, please, in a tabletop pose. Release your gaze down towards your thumbs, lengthen your spine, press your palms into the floor. Let's inhale, drop your belly down low, reach your heart forward, lift your tailbone up and look up. And as you exhale, press into your palms and round your spine. A few rounds of cat and cow here. Waking up the spine. Let's inhale, drop the belly down again. Lift your heart, lift your chest. And exhale, round the body in. Good, take 2 more just like that on your own. Big inhale, scoop the heart forward, hollow out your low back. And exhale, round it in. Good, 1 more. Beautiful. Let's come back to neutral spine here, tabletop pose. Walk your hands forward a pace, tuck your toes back behind you and lift your hips up and back. We'll find downward facing dog. And take a moment, reach your hips up towards the ceiling and back towards the wall behind you. Let your heels drop down to the floor really strong. Take a full breath here. Let's look forward towards the front of your mat. We're going to exhale, step forward to a forward fold. Take your feet as wide as your hips and let your torso soften down. Release your chin in towards your chest. Maybe release the back of your neck by shaking out your head just a bit here. One more breath. Let's inhale, lift up halfway, bring your hands onto your shins, nice flat back, look down at the floor, and exhale, fold back in, nice and slow. We'll inhale, stand on up, bend your knees, reach your hands up towards the sky, reach up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Wonderful. We're going to start with a sun salute here together. So use your inhale, take your arms up nice and high. And as you exhale, fold forward again, reach your hands towards the floor. We'll halfway lift, bring your hands onto your shins, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back to a plank pose. And then lower all the way down onto your belly. See if you can keep your elbows in towards your ribs while you do it. Inhale, press into your palms and the tops of your feet. Lift your chest, baby cobra. Exhale, release your chest, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, find downward facing dog. Take 2 big breaths here. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose now. And let's look forward towards your fingertips as you breathe in. And exhale, step forward again to forward fold. Relax through the crown of your head and your torso. Halfway lift, inhale breath. Exhale, fold back in. Good. Root down, rise up. As you breathe in, reach your hands up and stand up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Let's take the hands up again. Inhale, breath. This time, exhale, let's sit down, Utkatasana, chair pose. So bend your knees, let your hips reach down towards the floor, hug your low belly in. Bring your hands to your heart, use an inhale breath to lengthen up from your spine. And we'll exhale, twist. Bring your right elbow to the outside edge of your left knee, or maybe just hover somewhere in the air if that feels too far away. Lengthen your spine. Open up through your heart. Take one more breath. Inhale, find center, Utkatasana, chair pose, reach your hands up, you got it. Exhale, hands to heart and twist, second side. Left elbow outside of right knee, lengthening the spine, getting a good twist here. One more breath. Inhale, chair pose, last full breath in. Exhale, straighten your legs and fold. Let's halfway lift. Inhale, breath, hands on your shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank pose. Again, lowering all the way down with your exhale breath. Inhale, open your heart into baby cobra pose, maybe upward facing dog. Exhale, let your hips shift back. Find downward facing dog. Let's take a full breath in here. And inhale, lift your left leg up high in the sky behind you. Reach out through your toes. Now bend your knee. We're going to step forward. Come into warrior one. So let your back heel find the floor. Square your hips forward. Press into your feet and inhale. Rise up through your torso, your heart, and your hands. Sit low into your hips here as you reach out through your heart and the tips of your fingers. We'll exhale. Cactus out through your arms. So bend your elbows, fingertips reach up high towards the sky. Inhale, shift your elbows forward, fingertips back. Open your heart up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. Inhale, reach your hands back up nice and high. And exhale, release your hands behind you. We're going to interlace your fingertips. Take an inhale breath, press down with the fists. Reach your heart open. Exhale, fold forward. Let your torso fall to the inner edge of your front thigh and let your fists fall away from your tailbone. Relax the back of your neck. Inhale, press into your feet really strong. Lift your belly, lift your heart, lift your arms. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose, full breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, find that baby cobra pose or upward facing dog. And exhale, meet in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and out. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up this time, nice and high in the sky. Bend your knees, step forward again for warrior one. Back heel finds the floor, hips square forward, press down and inhale, rise up. Good, exhale, sink into your hips. Let your heart lift up towards the sky. Let's bend the elbows, cactus arms. Shift the elbows forward, lift your heart up. Breathe out here. Inhale, straighten the arms, reach up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingertips. Take an inhale breath to press down with your fists, lift your heart open. And exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Torso to inner edge of your thigh. Let your fists fall away from the body. Take a breath here. Inhale, press down, rise up, warrior one, hands reach up, big breath in. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower. Cobra pose, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 big breaths here. Still inhaling in through your nose and out through your nose if you can. Let's inhale, look forward at your fingertips, and exhale, step forward to a forward fold. Halfway lift, big inhale breath, and fold back down. Let's come into Utkatasana. Breathe in, sit low, bend your knees, hands reach up, hands to heart, exhale. I know you got one more set of twists in you. Inhale, lengthen from your spine. Exhale, right elbow to left knee and twist. Breathe in here and out. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side with left elbow. You got it. Breathe in and out. Inhale, center. Exhale, stand all the way up and release. Beautiful. Let's take an inhale breath, reach up high for the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale breath. And this time, exhale, let's just step the left foot back. We're gonna set up for triangle pose. So step your left foot back, heel comes all the way to the mat for 90 degrees. So we'll lift up first into a warrior two, bending into your front knee and letting your hands reach out nice and long. Reach out through the tips of your fingers and open your heart towards the left. Take a breath here to settle. We'll inhale, straighten your front leg and reach both hands up, up, up towards the sky. And exhale, find triangle pose. Let your hips reach back. As you reach forward with the right hand, let your right hand rest on your shin or a block or your ankle, while your left hand stretches up towards the sky. You can take your gaze up towards the sky or down at the floor. Take 2 big breaths. Inhale, we'll hinge ourselves back up, arms stretch out wide. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips and turn your right toes to face the left. Long edge of your mat here. So turn your toes in and your heels out just a bit, hands on the hips. We'll inhale, press down on your hips, lift up through your heart. As you exhale, begin to forward fold for Prasarita A. You can keep your hands on your hips or let them find the floor beneath you, relaxing into the back of your neck. Bring the weight forward into your toes just a little bit here. And breathe. Take one more breath. As you inhale, halfway lift, come up onto tented fingertips. And we're going to exhale, walk ourselves forward towards the front of your mat. Come to a low lunge, so right toes face forward, come onto the ball of your back foot, lower down into your hips. Press your left palm down onto the floor and inhale, reach your right arm up for a twisted lunge. Take a full big breath here. Another inhale, reach out through the tips of your fingers, and exhale, bring your right hand back down to the floor. Step back, plank pose, big inhale breath, and exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, find your breath. Inhale, look forward at your fingertips. And exhale, bring both of your feet forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, inhale, reach your arms up, stand all the way up. Hands to heart, exhale. You got it. Now the second side. Let's inhale, take the arms up again. And exhale, fold. We'll halfway lift with an inhale breath. And this time just stepping the right foot back. So remember, we're coming into warrior two first. So let the back heel find the floor. And then open up through your arms. Your right arm will come behind you. Your left arm will come in front. Let your hip points face towards the long edge of your mat. Bend strong into your front knee. Let's inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach both arms overhead. And exhale, find triangle pose. Hinge from your hips, reach forward with the left hand, and right arm can stretch up towards the sky. Let's take 2 full breaths here into your triangle pose. Press into your back foot really, really strong. And 1 more breath. As you inhale, hinge yourself back up really, really strong. Exhale, hands to hips, left toes, turn to face the long edge of your mat for another wide-legged fold. Now this time we're going to interlace the hands behind your back. Take an inhale breath, press down with your fists, lift up through the chest, and exhale, fold forward again, this time letting your fists fall away from the tailbone. Rock your weight forward into your toes just a bit. Relax the back of your neck. Take 2 big breaths. Drawing your shoulder blades together onto your back and letting your fists fall forward just a bit more. Good, then stay in your fold, but let your hands release. You can let them slide down the backs of your legs. Come to rest them below your face. Inhale, we'll halfway lift again. And exhale, turn towards the front of your mat. Meet in that low lunge, so come onto the ball of your back foot, frame your front foot with your hands. Right palm to the mat, inhale, lift the left. Lift the back thigh away from the mat as you stretch up and out. 1 more breath. And then gently release the left hand down. Step back, plank pose, big inhale breath. Exhale, lower all the way down. Open your heart, big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job, you guys. Let's take a full breath here. And softly release down onto your knees and come back to sit on your heels. Wonderful. How's your energy feeling? I feel a bit more vibrant, that's for sure. So we'll come into Ustrasana here now, or camel pose. So come up to stand on your knees and tuck your toes behind you. So there's lots of different places along the way in this pose where you can stop and decide what feels best for you. And I'll let you know as we go. So to start here, bring your palms to frame your low back so that your fingertips face down towards the ground. You're going to start just by lifting your heart up towards the ceiling and gently pressing your hips forward, drawing the elbows back towards one another. Now this might be where you want to stop. Think about breathing energy into your heart, pressing your hips forward, engaging your low belly. If you want to find a bit more depth, use your breath. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, press your hips forward and bend deeper. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, press the hips forward. And if you like, you can bring your hands down to rest on your heels. Make sure your hips are still pressing forward. Your heart is open towards the sky. You can relax into the back of your neck if you like. Wherever you are, take 3 big breaths. Engage your belly. Good, then to come out of the pose slowly, bring your hands back to your hips and start from the bottom and work your way up. So let your tailbone return to neutral, and then the mid back, and then finally the head and the shoulders are last. And then you can come back to sit on your heels. Just take a moment here. Wonderful. And let's release down off of the knees. You can come down to a seat. Make your way slowly onto your back. We're going to bring your feet to the floor and your knees up towards the sky. We're going to start here by bringing your left ankle on top of your right knee. So let the left knee press forward, creating a figure 4 shape. Flexing into your foot on the left foot just a little bit. And then inhale, lift the right knee in towards your body. Now you can reach around to take hold of the back of your right thigh or maybe the front of your shin. But just take a moment here, send your breath into the back of your hips. Close the eyes, feel your low back spread across the floor here. And we'll take 2 more breaths. Then gently release. Right foot back to floor. You can uncross the left. And if you like, maybe release your arms out to a cactus again and just let your knees fall side to side like windshield wipers. Take just a moment of movement here. When you're ready, let's come back to stillness at center. Bring your right ankle this time on top of your left knee, pressing the right knee forward. Flex your toes in towards your shin, and then lift the left knee, finding the grip that feels best to you, whether that's around the front of your shin or behind the thigh. Recognize that maybe it might be different on this side. We'll take 2 full breaths here. then softly release. Left foot back to floor, uncross. You can find your cactus arms, and again, just let the knees gently fall side to side. Good. Let's draw both knees in towards you one final time here. We'll find a happy baby. Lift the soles of your feet up towards the sky. Take hold of your big toes or the outer edges of your feet. Let your knees fall open around your torso as your heels reach up towards the sky. Maybe a gentle rocking side to side here if you like. We'll take 2 full breaths. And then release your heels, draw your knees back together. We'll inhale, bring your forehead up towards your knees and squeeze everything into a tight little ball. And then exhale, release back down, release your feet to the floor, release your head to the floor. Now from here, if you would like a traditional Shavasana, laying flat on your back, you're welcome to take that. Since we're trying to build our energy here, I'm going to bring us into a seated Shavasana. So roll over to one side, nice and steady, and then come up to a seat. And we're going to end here with one final mudra. So if you are in Shavasana, I might pause the video for a moment and rest as long as you like. And then when you're ready to close your practice, you will come up and meet us in a seat for our final mudra practice. So come back to your seat. Sit up nice and tall through your heart. Relax your tailbone. And bring your palms open face, resting against your thighs. Now, this mudra is called Agni Mudra, or the fire mudra. So you're going to start on both hands, draw your ring finger in towards your palm, and bring it to rest sort of at the base of your thumb. And then bring your thumb and press your thumb gently against that second section of your ring finger. And the other 3 fingers, your pointer, middle finger, and pinky finger, are still extended. So from your seat, bring your hands in your Agni Mudra, palms facing forward, just a gentle pressure on the ring finger there. Let's close the eyes, soften your jaw, soften your gaze. And we're going to come back to that balanced breathing here as well. So take your time, remembering that it's an inhale for a count of 5. And exhale for a count of 5. And we're going to do 5 rounds of that here together at your own pace. And as you finish, allow your breath to come back to neutral. You can gently release the mudra, letting your palms open up towards the ceiling. And then finally, let's draw the palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra, or seal of the heart. And thank you so much for your practice today. I hope that you feel energized and a little bit more open in your body. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you didn't know, I actually just came out with my very first self-published book, and I am so excited. It's finally here. It's called Your Year of Magic. It is a journaling workbook all about the full moons. It takes you through every full moon of the year, even the blue moon, and tells you how to celebrate them, gives you journal prompts, yoga practices, ritual practices, spell work, everything that you ever wanted to know about celebrating with the moon. So if you guys are interested, I will leave the link to this down below, and I really would love to hear what you think about it, and always appreciate your support in my work and your work on yourself. So thank you.